All right, so earlier tonight I posted a short introducing my new hot sauce competition video. So last week I made a video in which I selected 4 sauces from my collection that I thought would pair deliciously with pinto beans and rice. All of them did. And now I'm doing a kind of semi-sequel because these videos are fun to make, and I like looking through my collection and thinking, what are the, culinary potentialities of these sauces. So I have picked out 4 sauces from my collection. I'm going to try them over a smoky chipotle and chorizo chili that I made a few weeks ago. So I've had the leftovers in the freezer for a few weeks. I heated them up in my Dutch oven today. I added a few things, made it a little bit less spicy because since I'm sampling hot sauces over my chili, I didn't want it to be, I didn't want the heat of these hot sauces to be, sort of confused with the heat of the chili itself. So I added some elements that made the chili milder. I added some corn to it, and I melted some smoky cheese over it. So that is a blend of smoked provolone and smoked Gouda. So let's introduce the 4 sauces, and then we will move on to sampling them with late July blue corn dippers. All right. So the first one I'm going to try is Brooklyn Deli's Gunter Sanam pepper hot sauce. This is a lovely sauce, a very, very versatile one that has the Indian Gunter Sanam pepper in it. Look at all the things it's supposed to be good on, Samosas, why is it not focusing? Samosas, eggs, curry, tacos, pizza, wings, cheese, Bloody Marys. Forget Bloody Marys. Ugh, disgusting. But why not, if it's so good over all these other things, why would it not be good over a chili? Okay? And all the ingredients in it, if you look at the ingredients, oh God, it won't focus. There's no focusing going on. I'm going to pause. I had to fix this problem. This is annoying. Yeah, I'm having some focus issues with my phone right now, but I'm not reshooting this video because I think this is like my 6th or 7th take, so I'm just going to shoot it with the bad focus. Anyways, so this is the first sauce is going to be the Indian Gunter Sanam hot sauce. The second one is going to be this Panamanian Howler Monkey sauce. This is a very spicy sauce. It is too watery to be served with, chicken nuggets or served as a dip. It's better. It's probably something that's better in soups, marinades. I'm sure it'd be good as an additive to a chili. But this is a pretty, has pretty hefty spice to it. It's got red Scotch bonnets and red habaneros in it. It's good, but it's very thin. So it's more of an additive than, a snacking sauce or a dipping sauce. Then we've got, from Mexico, we've got Picamas Salsa Brava hot sauce. I think this is just a jalapeno sauce, and if it is just a jalapeno sauce and that's the only pepper in it, it's got to be one of the best jalapeno sauces I've ever had. Delicious over tacos, burritos, nachos, chilaquiles, all that good stuff. I'm sure it'll be great over chili. And then from Canada, we have Fire Barn's bacon flavored hot sauce. This is a smoky bacon flavored hot sauce. What else could you expect from Canada? All right. So I am going to turn the camera around and I'm going to sample these 4 sauces and review them and rank them. 4 hot sauces from my extensive collection served over a homemade smoky chipotle and chorizo chili with black beans and corn. All right, so here we go. Here are the 4 competitors. Once again, we are going to start with Brooklyn Deli's Gunter Sanam from India, Howler Monkey Sauce from Panama, Picamas Mexican Salsa Brava from Mexico. Did I say Mexico? Mexico. And then from Canada, can I do this with all 4? You can laugh if I can't. I probably can't. I'm not very coordinated. And then Firebrand's Smoky Bacon. All of these will be served over a smoky... Whatever, I'm just going to leave that in there as a blooper. All these will be served over a smoky chorizo, ghost pepper, and chipotle chili. with black beans, red kidney beans, corn, and a bunch of other good stuff. You know, onions, tomatoes, the real deal. All right, let's start then with this Gunter Sanam sauce. And I'm going to use these to scoop the chili up. Late July blue corn dippers. Let's go. Man, I've just been like salivating. I've been waiting for a long time to do this. I got caught up with a bunch of other stuff. I was going to make this video hours ago, and I've just been smelling amazing chili with amazing hot sauces on it. I am so tantalized, and I am so ready to eat this. Let's go. Gunter Sanam. Mmm. Oh, hell yeah. That is such a nice pepper. Everything in there is just roasted and smoky. And that's a delicious pepper. That is a really, really tangy pepper, that Gunter Sanam. There's like obviously fire roasted tomato mixed in with fire roasted pepper. And some, you know, I like adding that little hint of Indian spice is phenomenally good over chili. Wow. Like I knew that this stuff was going to be good over chili, but damn. And my hot sauce reviewing friend Daryl, he reviewed the ghost pepper sauce by Brooklyn Deli. I got to get that. I mean, this is just fantastic. Wow, that's a good sauce. So it's got tomatoes, water, tomato paste, sunflower oil, sesame oil, garlic, spices including turmeric, Gunter Sanam chili peppers, salt, vinegar, tamarind. Maybe that's kind of the secret ingredient in there. I do not particularly like tamarind. There are very few instances in which I've had a food with tamarind in it that I actually enjoyed because of the tamarind. In this case, I think it works. Because there's a minimal amount of it, I think. It is the last ingredient on the ingredients list, meaning there isn't that much in there. But that little bit in there, gives a great tanginess and savoriness to this chili and smokiness. Wow. I'm going to give that an 8. Okay, next up is this Panamanian sauce, Howler Monkey. This has red Scotch bonnets and red habanero in it. It is hot, rather liquidy, so it's in its element, added to a soup, or a stew, or a chili in this instance. That's another dispute. There was somebody who got like triggered and upset because I made videos about this chili when I made it, a couple weeks ago. And I said, "Oh, that's not real chili. Real chili is just a red sauce with meat. It's red. It's a thick soup with red sauce and meat." And I said, "Isn't that just Texans who say that? Did Texas invent chili? I don't know. Is that the only form in which chili is authentic? When there's no beans in it? And is it a soup? Is it a stew? Or is a chili just a chili and it's not a soup or a stew? You'll have to tell me. I don't know the official rules on this. All I know is that when I make chili, I'm putting beans in it. Because I like beans. In chili, especially. Here we go. Howler Monkey sauce. It's adding heat to it. But aside from adding heat and what I would say is vinegariness, I'm not sure that I'm tasting a particular depth of flavor in there. Let me try to get a little bit here that has a lot of the sauce on it. Okay. Maybe I just didn't get the part of my little chili plate that had an excessive amount of sauce on it. Nope. Again, Extra heat, extra acidity, not extra, good flavor, complexity of flavor, depth of flavor, enjoyableness of flavor. Not that great. That's only going to get a 5 from me with the chili. Maybe it'll be in its element in some other food. Not great on the chili. I'm honestly, a little bit surprised by that. To be perfectly honest. Okay. So, next up is picamas. Salsa brava. All right, this is a jalapeno hot sauce. I'm not the biggest fan of jalapenos. I do like red jalapenos the best. And I think that's what's used in here. I mean, that's certainly the color seems to suggest that. But this is a delicious sauce. Oh, over almost any Mexican food that you can imagine. It is delicious. Picamas is great and really inexpensive. So I cannot wait to see how it does with chili. Here we go. I just realized something. Is that the bacon hot sauce? Yeah, that's the bacon hot sauce. Wow. I'm not shooting this video again. Fuck it. That's the bacon hot sauce. That's the Canadian Firebrand Smoky Bacon Hot Sauce. It is great over chili. Oh, yeah, that's another 8. Yeah, this is going to be interesting when I rank these. This sauce has white vinegar, 3 peppers in it, red habanero and chipotle, water, maple bacon seasonings, whiskey, sugar, liquid smoke, brown sugar, and xanthan gum. And holy shit, is it ever good over chili. That is fantastic. Like, I'm just going to get sidetracked and just want to sit here just eating this. Actually, I'm bumping it up to an 8.5. So, we know that this is either going to be number 2 or number 1. Firebrand's Smoky Bacon Canadian Hot Sauce. Sorry, I had food on my finger there. I apologize. I do have a napkin here. Let's get that disgusting, well, it's only disgusting because it's slathered all over my fingers. It's not disgusting. My hands are clean. The hot sauce is uncontaminated. But the combination of hands with hot sauce on them, not so appetizing. That is fantastic. That's an 8.5 out of 10. I love that. There's really good heat to this sauce too. Surprisingly good heat. You wouldn't think. You'd be like, oh, smoky bacon hot sauce. This is going to be kind of mild and smoky and savory. There's heat in there too. All right? I think they used red habaneros in this one. Great. So good over chili. And it would be fantastic over baked beans. All right. Now, here we go. Picamas Salsa Brava is our final contestant. Let's get right into it. Of course, it's fantastic. And it's giving it that flavor. If you're into that like Tex-Mex flavor when it comes to your chili, with that wonderful blend of different peppers. And I don't know. I don't really want to go back and read through all the ingredients. I'm tasting different peppers in there. I am tasting red jalapenos. And I'm pretty positive they're red jalapenos because they're hot. That is no joke of the hot sauce either. The Picamas Salsa Brava, that brings some real heat too. And it's good. But yeah, if you like that Tex-Mex flavor with that blend, the chili de roll and, the Pekin peppers and the puya peppers and the guajillo peppers and what am I leaving out? Chipotle? I don't think there's chipotle in that. That's the thing. It's already got chipotles in it, and then you add these other peppers in the red jalapenos, and I think there are other peppers in there because it tastes to me like there's more than just jalapeno in that sauce. But this is exemplary. It is a fantastic Mexican hot sauce. Maybe I'm just not quite in the mood for it tonight, though, because it's not blowing me away in the same way as the Gunter Sanam from India or the Firebrand's Smoky Bacon from Canada did. It is good, but it's not. It's like a 7.5. It's very good, but it's not quite at an 8. Maybe on another night it would be. Let me pause for a second. All right, so let's wrap up here. Number 4 over chili is Howler Monkey Hot Sauce. I didn't think that this added a particularly pleasant flavor or any depth or complexity to the chili. Okay? It added heat and it added some additional acidity, but not deliciousness. So that was about a 6. That's number 4. 5 or 6. Number 3 is Picamas. Okay? Good. Love this sauce. I think this may be a sauce that's better paired, in terms of my personal taste, with tacos and burritos, and taco salads, and nachos, and chilaquiles, and tostadas, than it is with chili. Okay? Good. Not great. About a 7 or 7.5. That's number 3. Oh boy, this is tough, but you know what? As absolutely magnificent as this sauce is, I think I might just be in a smokier mood today. So this is number 2, and this is number 1. These are both absolutely phenomenally good with chili, though. Phenomenally good, I'm telling you. And neither of these are expensive sauces. I think I got these both for under $6. All right? They are fantastic additives to chili. They go wonderfully and beautifully with it. So if you're in a more like tangy, sort of tomatoey mood, you want that little hint of like Indian spice, a little bit of ethnic fusion in your chili, go for that. You want smokiness and meatiness, go for this. Okay? Both fantastic. I mean, almost equal. This just slightly edges this one out just because I think I was in a smokier mood tonight, but goddamn, they're both really good. Okay, there you go. 4 sauces paired with chili. Let me know also, if you actually got to this point in the video, because I'm at almost 18 minutes now. You got to be a diehard hot sauce and chili lover to be able to make it that far into this video. What do you think what sauces or what foods would you like me to sample sauces over, and rank? Do these little hot sauce competitions, because I find them incredibly fun. I hope they're entertaining for you. They're fun for me and delicious. And I'm discovering all sorts of interesting flavor combinations when I do these. So I mean, I can cook just about anything. All right. So yeah. What do you want to see? Mac and cheese, cheeseburgers, spaghetti. Something a little bit more complex, refined, some kind of like, hoity-toity French cuisine, let me know, okay? I want to do more of these hot sauce competition videos. This was fun. I believe it was educational. Hot sauces are healthy, all right? Peppers are good for you. Capsaicin is good for you. Everybody should have a hot sauce collection. And, I have tried so many different hot sauces. I can recommend hot sauces to people who are scared of the heat. I can recommend sauces to people who are trying to get into hotter hot sauces. And I can recommend sauces to freaks who are looking for extremeness. Okay? I love making this type of content. And yeah, if you have a suggestion for what type of food I should do the next hot sauce 4-way competition for, let me know, please. Also, like and subscribe. I won't even go into it. You know what? I'm going to save that for another video. But please, like, subscribe, view, share. I'm not even really looking to make money off this. I just want people to see, I've invested a lot of time and money into my hot sauce collection. I love hot sauces. I love doing this. And I want more people to see it. Simple as that. Okay.